just really excited for our guys and, proud of them. I thought we came in with a pretty good mindset. We've had good practices the last couple of days. I thought even shoot around this morning, good energy. Our whole thing was to bring the juice. We've talked about passion. Coach Henderson at Scout, he found a little quote about bringing the juice, the energy. But he also told them, our players, that, you don't understand when they cut and they move and when they play at a high level, you can't simulate that in practice. And they came out and they had the juice from the beginning. They jump on us 10-zip. Obviously, Kuntz hit some big shots. He had not been shooting like that. But, I had told the radio people, Stan and Wyatt, that, my biggest fear was somebody else would have a big day. And obviously, he was the one who got them going. And then we settled down and we cut it several times in the first half where we got it to, 5, 7, whatever, but they just kept coming at us. They beat us in transition. They kind of beat us every which way. And then the second half, we still started the second half. I thought we did a pretty good job of, playing pretty well, but they just, they have a shot that goes straight up, hits the backboard, drops in for a 3. But at the end, the plays went our way and our guys made plays and made shots. I thought that our energy on defense was the thing that changed the game in the second half. Our play hard chart, our energy chart, at half, we only had 7 and we ended up with 40. So that means 33 in the second half, which is just unbelievable. And Mike started it, I thought, with some steals. Selton gave us a good boost with his energy and defense. We went small several times with all guards, and we also went with Ish. Happy for Ish that he was able to, really be productive for us. 11 points, the highest play, plus minus. But again, Marquise struggled the other night. Really good games, not only scoring and hit that big dagger 3 off that pass from Mark, but 6 assists, 2 turnovers, 3 steals. Mark, again, almost a double-double. And then, Nigel, his consistent, 7 for 10, 4 for 5, 3 assists, just a good team win, you get a quad 1 win on the road. We've been very fortunate to play pretty good on the road and win some games and found a way to win a close game, an overtime game. Now you got to come back and hopefully get some fresh legs and some determination, because you got a wounded West Virginia who got their butts kicked today coming into our place on Monday.
Thank you, Coach. First question to Kellis.
Hey, Bruce, I know he redeemed himself there by making some shots in overtime, but when you're watching that final play regulation with Marquise, what do you wish he had done differently there?
Well, we wanted Nigel with the ball, and I don't know if you saw him. He just he was exhausted. I'll be honest. And Marquise, we were talking about running Nigel off of Marquise to put them in a bind and see if we could get downhill. He just waited too long, and nothing happened. Obviously, if you wait that long, I should have probably called timeout. Didn't get a chance. All of a sudden, I guess the clock stuck up on me. But get downhill. I mean, make them foul us. It was the other big difference beside our activity on defense was definitely that we got to the paint, we got to the free throw line, we got them in the bonus, got Brockington in foul trouble. Which we, in the first half, I think it was, I'm going to say 18-4 points in the paint, something like that. So that, at the end of the game, take it at them, make them make a play, and then read it.
And with Ish, I was probably most impressed with his inside play. He had the 2 dunks there. Is that something you think is kind of awakened in him? He can give you on a more regular basis after this?
Well, we just, we've been on him. The other day, I just said, please, Ish, you got to give us something. And he actually had 2 offensive rebounds in practice yesterday, which I don't know if he's had all year, and scored buckets. So, I'm happy for him. I've always said, I've told you guys, great young man, cares, wants to do well. I think a little bit, like I've said before, he all of a sudden now he's realizing what he can't do, and he's let it affect what he can do. And, he came with a great mindset, gave us some juice, some energy, and good things happened to him. So I'm happy for him, for all the guys.
All right. Thanks, Bruce. Congrats on the win.
Yeah. And it was also important to get Shelton back because his defense is, he didn't score much and getting a rhythm, but, his defense was good. 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Those are big minutes for us, especially when we had to get stops down the stretch.
Thank you, Coach. Next question to Cole.
Yeah, hey, Coach. Obviously, the guys have kind of taken to the road dog mentality. I was just wondering if you would kind of talk about if you've seen a difference in their demeanor these last few games playing on the road.
It's been pretty much all year. You started at Wichita, you went to Nebraska. Obviously, we didn't have quite the pop at Mississippi, and it's a big game. We did, but you grow through growing pains. I've said all along, Marquise, a lot of it's new to him. He even talks about it. He came in and watched film after Baylor, and he just keeps like putting his head down. He knows, but tonight, he made plays, and that's part of growing up as a team. I believe we have 5 road wins now. Is that right, Tom? So, and several of those are quad 1 wins. So those are pretty good wins. And now we got, some home games coming up, or a home game coming up. We got to play very determined against West Virginia because, like I said earlier, they had a tough game today, and quick turnaround. They're going to come with some energy, and we're going to have to play very, very, very determined on Monday night, and we're going to need everybody.
Yeah, that was just what I was going to ask, Coach. You had that quick turnaround on Monday. Do you maybe think about going a little bit deeper on the bench and giving some of those guys more minutes if the game can allow for that?
I hope so. And again, you still had Ish coming off 22. You had Selton 21. You got Carlton 8. Luke had a couple wide open looks, and he gave us good minutes the other day. But you're definitely, especially Marco in 44 and Nigel going 39 tonight, and Marquise 43. But Marquise keeps telling me, let me play until I die. So, that's the determination. But I also told him I want him to have a good head on his, shoulders at the end of games, and what usually causes failure. And that, one thing is obviously stress, but fatigue also has a factor. Got to make sure we're not, that we have some freshness. Tomorrow it's going to be eat breakfast, watch a little film, West Virginia, walk through, shoot some free throws, and go through scouting report, and hope we get some fresh legs and excited minds, I guess, is important to go into that game.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Yep.
Scott.
Yeah, hey Bruce, congrats on the win. I was just curious what kind of message you feel like you guys sent today, and how important is it stacking a win upon a win here down the stretch?
Well, if we're going to make any progress and get ourselves where we're, considered for the tournament, we're going to have to keep moving forward and keep winning games. Every game this was huge to get another road game. We got them back at our place in 2 weeks. It's not going to be easy. West Virginia, every game's tough. Go to Oklahoma State. They just, took it to West Virginia, after struggling the other night. So you got to keep getting ready. The team that has that determination, that excitement, is important. We're going to need everybody. We win when everybody plays well. Mike didn't get 10 tonight, but 9 and 3, and after his struggles in the start, I thought that was really huge for us.
Thank you, Bruce.
Yeah.
Next question to Arnie.
I think it was Mark said at halftime, the message was basically get shutouts and get in the paint. And really you struggled in both of those areas the first half. What did you do in the second half to turn that around so dramatically?
Well, I think the first thing is that, we fought things. I kept telling Marquise, make them feel you on the defensive end, and we did it without fouling. We fought some passes. We made them get out further. They kind of did whatever they wanted. They had 40 at halftime, and they don't score. They scored 44 against TCU here a couple of weeks ago. So that, and some of it was they had somebody step up and make some big shots, which gave them a nice boost, gave them some energy. It's a tough environment. It's loud, it just, that definitely helped. And then just getting to the paint. I thought in the first half, we got to the paint and we read it, we showed them on film, they're going to all come. And, we made the right passes. I thought maybe 2 threes were a little quick or forced, but the other ones were all wide open. And we just didn't finish at the hoop a couple times. We didn't get to the free throw line. We didn't grind out layups, and we did a better job of that in the second half.
Thanks.
Mitchell.
One thing I bring up too, and hindsight, you always ask hindsight. I thought at Baylor in the second half, we didn't go to Mark right away in the second half, and he had such a good first half. And I think 2 out of the first 3 possessions, we went to Mark, and he was the one who got the layup, got downhill. Obviously that, we didn't stop them a few times, but it got us, kind of broke their defense up a little bit.
Thank you, Coach. Next question to Mitchell.
Hey, Coach, I was wondering, where do you think this bamboo tree is at in the growing process?
Well, it grows 2 feet a day once you get to that fifth year, and we definitely continue to take some steps. And I thought I hopefully did a good job with the guys after Baylor, of keeping their minds right. And moving forward, we didn't even watch any Baylor film at all. And all we could do is focus on Iowa State. Obviously, they jumped on us, but we've continued to make progress. I think the biggest progress is, the 2 that really struggled against Baylor the other night, Marquise and Mike. I mean, and they were major factors for us and gave us a chance. So if you got everybody playing, we got to have everybody. And then Ish too. That's a nice jump. So you moved ahead about 12 feet in a couple days, which now we got to do that again on Monday.